welcome to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, and today we have our April 2024 predictions. And we're going to be doing something a little different today. Instead of a pick a card reading for our monthly predictions, we're going to be doing a collective crystal ball reading just to get an idea what can we expect in April 2024. So just give me a minute and we'll get to channeling. Okay, my collective. So what I'm seeing over here is I'm seeing a withering rose, and it makes sense because April we will have our first eclipse of the year, and I think we really all have to be in this energy of letting go and letting whatever is falling away fall away, and to really not resist to the flow of change over here. I think a lot of us are intuitively feeling a little stuck and not knowing in which direction to go in, but I think this will be cleared up once the eclipse energy passes. So I think the message here is to not do anything drastic, to not do anything that you wouldn't usually do during the first 2 weeks of April. And I think after that, the energies will be less dense for you to go about doing what you want. So it's almost like it's a divine blocker. And right now is really a time for you to also go inwards, because I'm seeing Venus, and I'm seeing Venus disappearing. And Venus is going to be disappear for a few months, starting, I think, April. So Venus in the underworld is honestly a good thing, because it helps you go after the higher ideals. It helps you go after the more deeper esoteric and occult truths, and to experience love at a higher frequency and a higher level of vibration than just the human vibration, if that makes sense. So your higher learning should definitely take priority over here, and it makes sense since I'm saying that it is a time to go inwards. This would not also be a good time for you to start new projects or even date right now. If you're single, this is not the time for love, because Venus in the underworld, it does affect even the partners you're attracting. And like I said, the attention right now has to be towards your higher materialistic or spiritual aspirations and ambitions. That's where the focus and the energy needs to go towards, especially right now. And if you want to mess around and find out, you definitely can. So this is just advice from Spirit. And now I'm seeing 4, and I'm seeing 4 roads. So it's also the 4 cardinal directions, right? So I think you are at a place in your life where you have a vision over the past and the future and the present and even what is happening right now, and to be able to see it from a higher perspective and to see it from a shadow perspective. So I think your vision is only going to get clear after the eclipse passes. That's what I also see over here. So don't try to, like I said, start walking right now. I think being at an impasse right now is good for you. Now I'm seeing 2 of Swords. So even if it might seem as if you're being super indecisive to other people, like I said, you do need to go inwards. So you will be able to again sort of redirect yourself in the right direction, and you will only be able to do this if you tap into your inner sonar, which is more intuitive than logical. It's not going to make sense. It's not going to make sense. So you need to really dissolve your thought processes around the kind of things you want over here and how you're going to get it. I don't think you need to worry about everything, but still have a plan of action ready to get what you want. Because what I'm seeing over here is, even if you don't get what you want, you will still get something better over here. So there is this very strong energy of just going after things and also understanding when to pivot if the need be, and also understanding when to move and when to go inwards. But I think April for you, a lot of it is just going to be you going inwards and you finding yourself, and you unlocking also new levels to your own self and your psyche and your consciousness that you couldn't access before. So even the kind of problems you were dealing with, your problem solving abilities has really shot up now. So you're going to be looking at things very differently. Even the kind of things that were plaguing you I don't see the same kind of things plaguing you because you do have that clarity of vision. You do understand what is happening, and even if certain things seem counterintuitive, you're understanding that that is the road to take, and that is basically the fast lane to get to the destination you want to get at over here. Now about the problems, I don't see a lot of external problems for you, not in a way that would harm you, but I do see you maybe creating your own storms. So be a little more mindful of that. Be a little even mindful of your 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 unconscious. Try to be more aware of your dreams. Try to check in with yourself and talk to yourself a little more in the mirror. I'm very serious. I think this will again help you keep your shadow integrated and in check in a way where it won't go on a rampage. And also, self control is very, very important right now. So, if you're having a weekday, just give yourself a few days and get back to your self control. That's important. And try to not try to not mingle with a lot of people right now. That's what I'm seeing collectively. I think it's truly the time to go inwards. And I know all the chaos magicians and witches would like to disagree, but well, if you're that, then you go ahead and do what you need to do. But if you're not that, I think it's you better go inwards because you will have some very unusual experiences which wouldn't exactly be super pleasant right now. That's what I feel for the collective over here. I think if you truly manage to go inwards, first thing what will happen is I'm seeing the seven chakras. So I see you just balancing out your own energy. And like I said, it's going to be a level of self mastery where you're able to channel your base instincts into something a little more higher and a little more divine. And in a way where you're also going to be impacting people whoever comes across you on your path. You're definitely going to even have messages for people that you will just be able to channel. So understand that your closeness to divinity is also increasing right now, and it's also a test to see how well behaved you can be right now. And I do think things around you might just a lot of things around you might just seem very chaotic, and a lot of things might just seem to fall away, but it's all right. Don't let it really get to you over here because whatever is meant to fall away will fall away. So, like I was saying, less resistance at your end and just flowing in the direction, whichever direction you're being led to over here. And it's a general reading, so it's going to be different for all of you. So take what resonates over here. I'm also seeing a lot of green now. So I think you'll have a spontaneous heart chakra awakening. You will have you will just have moments of agape where you will just feel so much love for people in your life, for things in your life. And again, this is sort of like a heart activation that you're having. So just being around the color green, wearing more green in April, being around trees is going to be good for you. I'm seeing a lot of trees now. I feel like I'm in a woodland. So do understand that green is the frequency of love. It is the bridge between violet and red. So in a way, you are collapsing everything within you. And through that, you will be able to create something new. The reason most trees on earth are green is because all the trees they vibrate at the frequency of love itself. So there's a real need for you to repose and take nurturance from earth. Even if you can't go to a woodland forest, definitely go to a garden over here. I'm sure you have a garden around you. So there's a real need for that. And I think this will again help you reintegrate all these difficult experiences you're having. If you can go to a water body, nothing like it. But I am seeing a lot of trees, so a lot of hikes for some of you. I do feel by the end of the month, you will be very happy and pleased with way things are going to turn out for you, and be in this super mindful energy of really taking your time to respond to things than having an immediate reaction to every little thing going wrong. So understand the bigger picture over here, understand the greater plan, understand why certain things are happening, even if you might not be able to understand right away, it will start making sense to you eventually. So be okay not knowing in the month of April, because it is a shadow period, it does feel like that. But out of this, you will sort of come back to yourself at a higher soul activation with newer gifts and heightened senses. So you will be able to tackle your everyday problems with much more ease than maybe you are doing right now. So that's also a message for a lot of y'all. And I would say that's a message for everyone collectively. So even though April starts with April Fools, this is not the time to be foolish. I think that is the message over here. And because I'm seeing the Fool now, and understand that in order for you to have a new beginning, first a sacrifice has to be made. And sometimes the sacrifice is you. So even if you're really feeling emotional, if you're really feeling out of balance, if you're feeling your passion is burning too bright, ground it. That's going to be very, very important. And just being able to master this is going to really make your life easy now. And I do think you're going to be mastering your base instincts in April. Now I'm seeing the horns. And I'm seeing red horns. So again, understand that the devil is, yes, the devil always gets in the way of sort of stopping you from achieving what you want to. And I'm not just seeing the devil, I'm seeing Mara in the Buddhist cosmology, where it's sort of the personification of everything that will stop you from getting nirvana in this lifetime. So it is still a part of you, even if it is trying to destroy you. And you sort of have to outtrick the devil or Mara over here in order to integrate it and make it a friend of sorts. And learning to fight it, but not from brute force, but from a higher understanding and wisdom. And I think this is what you're going to be experiencing in different ways in the month of April. So I see a lot of circumstances arising. I see a lot of situations arising where you will feel like you are being tested, and you are truly being tested. But if you do manage to pass, you're going to accelerate your own physical, spiritual, mental growth at a very heightened and accelerated pace. I think that's the best way I can say it. And like I said, the eclipse corridor, it does have this very, very intense energy. So it's a reset. Only you can decide if the reset is going to be good for you or it's going to be bad for you. And you will decide that by the choices you make on a daily basis. So a little more accountability at your end, a little more conscience, a little more asking yourself, what do you truly want? And also learning to say no over here and going inwards. That's the message. Yeah. Now I'm seeing the high priestess, the traditional high priestess. So I do think the moon cycles are also important over here. And instead of resisting, try to understand the cycle of influx and outflux. Try to understand how things sort of wax and wane over here with the moon cycles, how things grow and diminish, and try to understand where you are in this sort of a cyclical journey of waxing and waning yourself. And that will give you the solace you need over here. Yeah. Everything you need right now is within you, so don't go out looking. And I know I'm repeating myself and I'm saying it in different ways, but that is the message, because you will feel a little weary in April and you will try to have a quick fix, or you will try to escape into people, places, things. It's not going to help. There is no way to run, is what I'm trying to say over here. Through the distractions, I do see you being more grounded and being more present as a result of you being tested like this. So understand that even if it is very painful at times, it is what you need to grow. You will not grow otherwise. So show a little more gratitude even for the tough experiences. And it will just make your life easy. Trust me. Try it for yourself. You don't even have to believe me. Yeah. And my vision is going blank. Yeah, so that's all I have for April predictions. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for private reading. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you.